beat.
And show you a little bit of the demo that's on the show floor. So last year at Gamescom, when we debuted, we were only showing 2 of the races. So now we've got all 5 races playable. We're showing the starting experience for the Norn, the humans, and the Char. And for the first time, we're showing playable Sylvari and Asura, and that's sort of a higher level experience. What we want to do first is show you a little bit of our visual character customization at the start of the game, and we'll pick a human to do that with. Okay. So one of the things that we wanted to do when we started designing this system is give players a lot of options, but not require them to be sort of experts at using sliders to get all of the details exactly right. And so we went for kind of a combination of sliders as well as very visual sorts of elements. So do the hide armor on him. To hide his armor. No, hide armor. Yeah. So we can see the physique options, yeah. So you can change the physique of the character around. You don't have to rely on really knowing sliders in order to like get, hey, I want a really buff guy. You can do it really quickly. And then when we go to the head options, we can do things like, pick hair color here. You have a bunch of different options for faces, kind of the basic face that you want. And then facial hair. Okay. And then you can go into the sliders and you can change some details like eye size. You can play around with nose, lips, and chin, and sort of fine tune the face that you picked so you get it to look exactly the way that you want. One of the other cool things that we've added to character customization is armor dyes. So for those of you who've seen Guild Wars 2 before, you know we got a pretty robust dye system. Every piece of our armor has up to four different channels that can be dyed independently. And what we do here is allow you to pick some colors so you can customize your character's colors right at the beginning. And the game will try to save those colors, that color scheme, and try to map it onto every new piece of armor you find. So she's got kind of an orange and green color scheme going here. If she finds some new armor somewhere, it'll try to map those colors over. In the game, you can still go in. These are the basic colors. There are still hundreds of colors that you can unlock in the game. And if you go into the game, you can also just open up your hero panel and go to the dye screen, change your colors around. But the game will always try to remember what you want. So we want to try to make it really convenient for players to look the way that they want to look. So this is our human customization. We're going to back out of this and go with a Char really quick, since we saw the human starting experience last year. We have 8 playable professions here at Gamescom. That's an additional 3 since last year. So we've got the Guardian, the Thief, and for this Char we're going to pick an Engineer, since the Char are our most technology-oriented race, and so that's the most fitting thing for them. And you notice the Char has a lot of the same options that the human does. He's got height sliders, physique sliders, things like that. But the Char also has a couple of unique things. So for example, you can choose fur pattern. So you can pick colors as well as patterns. So you can get, a traditional tiger look or a snow leopard or something that, isn't actually an animal that you'd find on Earth if you want to do that. Head options, you're going to see, hair. Of course, you're going to have different face options. And for the Char, especially, horn options are really important for them. So you get to pick from a variety of different horns. And then you'll have face details and things like that. Char face detail sliders aren't in just yet. And of course, you have armor dyeing as well. Okay. So this is the character biography, which we showed last year. Let's go ahead and skip forward a little bit until we get to the Char specific stuff. So right here we get to pick kind of the legion that our Char belong to. This is similar to the human thing that we saw last year where humans get to pick sort of their social standing. This has an immediate and direct impact on the story that you're going to experience. So the Char have 3 legions. We're going to pick the Iron Legion since that's the one that I think is most fitting for an engineer. So this question is a really important question in the Char. So Char are raised with members of their warband, and their warband is kind of their family. And so you're picking here who your best friend in your warband and who is the guy that you like the most in your warband. And as a little bit of a spoiler, but to illustrate how this affects things, in the first action that you see, every single member of your warband, except for the person you pick here, will die. And so you're going to basically choose a character that's going to accompany you along through the first few Char story parts while you try to rebuild your warband. So these questions have a big impact on how your story plays out. Okay. Similar things here. You get to pick the Char who fathered you. Family's not important, but at the same time, Char don't like it if they're the people who sired them are not necessarily of good reputation. And so these things also have a very big impact on your story. So we have our character's biography there, which is just their background and what they're about. And let's go ahead and see the Char intro.
I'm Char. In this world of constant battle, I am the deadliest weapon. I respect no authority but the clenched fist of the Legion. With engines of destruction, we have killed our gods. We reclaimed our homeland of Ascalon, and we planted victory banners on the graves of our enemies. Yet, if we waver, it could slip through our claws. Victory, at any cost. The Iron Legion's war cry can be heard in the churning of gears and the roaring of siege engines. I serve the Iron Legion. I build the future. I forge the weapons of Char supremacy. I've earned the respect of my comrades, and forged alliances I can call on in times of need. My Legion values innovative solutions, efficient execution. Like our steel, we do not bend. Centuries ago, humans stole Ascalon from the Iron Legion. They have paid for that crime in blood, but the usurpers fight us even in death. Today, the combined armies of the Black Citadel will assault the ghosts that plague Iron Legion territory. I have been assigned to reinforce the bulwark. Let the Ash Legion strike from the shadows. Let the Blood Legion die on the field. I am part of the machine. This is my story.
Okay. So as a little bit of background for what we're going to see here in the Char tutorial. So toward the end of Guild Wars 1, the Char conquered the human lands. And right when the human king named Adalbern was about to be defeated, he smashed his magical sword and cursed the Char and killed his own soldiers, raising them up as ghosts that continue to fight the Char to this day.